Everybody, welcome. Your saltwater guide. Good morning, everybody. It's 9 a.m. It's Fish Report Saturday, and we got a bunch of great things to report on today. Grunion hunting last night. It looks like quite a few of our members had the time of their lives down there at the beach last night, and I thank the few of you that sent me some pictures and some videos about what you were catching. I thank you very, very much. And those that didn't send pictures, you can send them now. You can send them tomorrow. It looked really good last night, the Grunion run. So that's the first night. When it looks that good on the first night, tonight and tomorrow night are going to be absolutely insane. So I'm excited for all of you to get a chance to go down there and do that Grunion hunting. It's quite an event, and it's the really cool thing about it, gang, is if you haven't ever done it before, to go see those little fish come out all the way out of the water to spawn and then wait for the next wave and go back into the water. Kids, adults, everybody gets a kick out of it. And if you've never experienced it before, it's kind of hard to imagine thousands of little fish beaching themselves. And we have a small video we'll show you in a little bit, a video that was taken last night. We got all kinds of stuff to talk about. The halibut derby out of Dana War Sport Fishing, that 28th that everybody's going from your saltwater guide, it's full. There's no way around it. They lost a couple days because of weather, so the boat is full. Just talking to my sister before we went live, and here's something we thought might be fun for you guys to try and do. That halibut derby next Friday, the 21st, is available. There's hardly anybody on the books right now. I think she said there was 4 or 6 people is all. So we were thinking, those of you that wanted to get involved in this halibut derby, if you have Friday off, we'll have a contest, a Your Saltwater Guide contest between the guys that go on the 21st and the guys and the gang that goes on the 28th. And you guys will have a fish off between each other. And then on Monday, the 31st, we will sit down and talk about who won, and then we'll give away some phenomenal prizes, let alone the fact that you could win the halibut derby overall from all the people that have been in it. But you want to go to DanaWarSportFishing.com, check out the halibut derby. I have the brochure up there right now on the show, and let's make it fun. Let's have a little inter-group contest. The Your Saltwater Guide members, you guys can fish against each other, and you can fish against all the people that are in the tournament. It'll be awesome. And then here we go, gang. We got a month, and we're back into this Fish and Game Commission. Can't talk about it enough. The meeting's coming right up. I'm going to bring up the graphics here on the screen, and we all need to be involved in this. It's going to be super important. That is the Fish and Game meeting coming up on April 16th and 17th. And I would think, for all intents and purposes, it's gonna the hearing will be on the 17th. Hang in there for a minute, Jason. The hearing will be on the 17th, but we got to be there for both the 16th and the 17th if we want to make any impact on this at all. They haven't made their final decision, gang. So let's replace the word sand bass with fish. We all need to be there, and I know you guys will show up because you've done it the last two meetings. So we're going to talk more and more about this, but we just got the itinerary yesterday, so I'm putting it up on the screen, and then we're going to talk about it every single day on the show until the 16th and 17th. And I would just suggest being a part of every decision they're going to make. The commercial take of the sea urchin, the commercial harvest of kelp, the recreational take of barred sand bass, and then Justin and all of you hunters, the waterfowl and the big game hunting in California. Everything's on the table, and I think we all need to be involved, and we all need to raise our hand, and we all need to let our voices be heard. It's we the people. It's a big, big change, but we're going to talk about it every day now. Now that we're through the PCS show and we're on to our next They want to stop fishing in the state of California, period. End of story. There's no other way to say it. And I need you all to help us, just like we did with the sandbat, the preliminary hearing. This is the real big deal, this one coming up. So we'll talk more about it. I know you guys have had enough of this. Let's talk about some fun stuff. Jason.
Hey, what's going on, Captain Dave?
Good morning. How are you, buddy? Did you get some sleep?
A little bit. I think I got home by the time I was unpacking up my Grunion. It was 2 a.m. and but yeah, I got a little bit of sleep. But honestly, I could have had a much shorter night. So I got to the beach and the spot. I'm not going to talk about the spot or anything. I only post that on your Saltwater Guide app. But the Grunion scheduled to run at 10:20. I got to the high tide exactly for where I went was closer to 10 o'clock. I saw the first scouts at 10:14, and I had my limit of Grunion by 10:45.
Here, I'm going to show your video you made me. Thank you for making that, too. That was kind of cool.
Yeah, no problem.
There's the... That's kind of a minimal run. It probably got better. It probably got better, but you were busy picking them up, huh?
It did, yeah. So I got to like I said, when I got to the beach and I'm walking to my secret spot, and I see this big crane bird just standing there staring out at the ocean. And I heard Captain Dave in the back of my head saying, "Everything matters." So I sat where the bird was sitting. And I wasn't there for, no kidding, 2 or 3 minutes, and I saw the first scouts starting to come up onto the beach. And, yeah, so I let those guys go back, and then I just started picking them up. Once they start coming ashore and that you can see them start, mating in the sand, that's when I'll start picking them up. But, yeah, it was a pretty good night. Again, I could have made a much shorter night of it, but I wanted to get as much photos and video as I could. Yeah, I did see a couple people out there. I think a lot of people were kind of just stayed home because of the weather. It wasn't raining, when I was out there, but I saw about, I think, 4 other Grunion hunters. I did see some people use the net. I just kindly said, hey, just be aware that you can't use a net, and that was that. But make sure you're not using a net or digging any holes or anything. And the thing about it is they start to run so thick, you really don't need assistance like a net all that much. And so I got my limits, got a bunch of videos, and then I went to another spot really close by, and I didn't see many Grunion, but the sand was much different. The sand was harder, it was coarser. It just wasn't, I don't think, the type of sand that they were looking for. Description wise of the spot I went is essentially exactly what Bill Varney says to look for. Somewhere where the sand is flowing, the water's flowing around corners and things like that. So it makes the sand much softer. And what I've noticed too is when they really start, running onto the beach, they almost turn the sand into a muddish, almost like consistency, because they're just flopping around so much. And yeah, it was a pretty good night.
It's an amazing fishery right there at your feet, right? It's pretty spectacular. Yeah. It's hard for people that have never done it, Jason, to understand what we're saying. So that short little video is good. And what we'll do is, if we can gather videos from a few other members, we'll try to stitch them all together and show everybody on Monday. Because if it's that good on the first night, just historically from my 50 years of doing this, it gets so much better on the second and third night, gang. Now these little fish have scouted out the beach where Jason was at, and they're coming. And if you guys want that information and all the other great information that allows everybody in the in the community to catch all these fish and Grunion and everything, just go sign up to your Saltwater Guide. Check it out. I'll give you a 7-day free trial. Well,
yeah, sorry. On the halibut trip on the 28th.
All right. Yeah, that you're going to be up in the front of the pack there on the 28th with that killer bait.
Yeah. And then, I actually ran into a guy that was just fishing, and we just started shooting the crap about fishing and for a while. And he's telling me spots, he's telling me what makes him successful, and he's like, "Hey, let's connect on Instagram, and we can go surf fishing together." And it was just a good night.
Oh, absolutely. And I see Darren's on here right now saying you're not going to have any Grunion left for the halibut derby because you guys are going bass fishing on his boat.
Hey, whatever works.
Hey, maybe Darren can go catch his own bait.
Yeah, he can. He knows exactly where to go. So we'll see. But hey, you did mention on your post to talk about the PCS show real quick.
Yeah, please.
I felt like I was getting away with some sort of crime because I was getting so much free stuff for wearing a Your Saltwater Guide T-shirt. Deckhand Sports, they gave us free swag, and then Promar. I mean, they were just taking stuff off the racks, giving it to Darren and I. It was pretty cool. It was a good time. I wish I could have spent a little bit more time, but I had dad duties that I had to get back to, and I wanted to go on Saturday because it seemed like that was when the most of the folks were going to be there. So it was a really good time.
Thank you very much for showing up. Yeah, the family, the whole thing, what was going on in our booth and having that massive corner there, it was just so much fun. I really enjoyed seeing everybody. So thank you so much for coming.
Yeah, no problem. Thanks for everything you do.
All right, buddy. I'll talk to you soon.
Yeah, see you later, Dave. Bye.
Good morning.
Hey, what's going on, Dave?
You're live on my show. I was talking to Jason Cutter. Sorry I couldn't answer you.
Awesome. How are you this morning, Cap?
Never been better, buddy. It looks like everybody had a good time Grunion hunting last night. Thank you very much for the halibut and the lobsters we ate at the barbecue. That was incredible.
You're very welcome. I'm glad you enjoyed it. I've enjoyed learning from you and everything else. And yeah, the show was amazing this past weekend.
Yeah, it was. Talk about what you saw there, what you thought about it.
Well, I've been going there for, I don't know, 4 or 5 years or so, every year. And, it's always great because we get to meet up with old friends and guys that we don't get to see all throughout the year that live in different areas that come up for the show. And it's just an all around great time getting back together with everybody. And it was pretty impressive. It looks like they extended from 4 years ago. This show has exploded, and it is amazing to see how many vendors they have and the word that's getting out and how successful it's been, because the people that are showing up year in year again is just amazing. Got to see Steiger boats there this year, which was super killer. To be able to get on their boats and see some of their brand new boats off their line, and enjoyed them, and enjoyed a lot of live music, food, and friends, and fishing gear. And it was a great time.
Yeah, thank you so much for coming, Wade. And last year was pretty special for Wade. He came and met with me, and we sat down and talked to all the years he worked with me on the boats, and he got his sea time at the show, and now you're a licensed 100-ton master, right?
Yes, sir. I am. And that's been, it's been the best thing I ever did. Retired from the fire department as a firefighter paramedic. And, I retired super young and looking for some way to just subsidize some income on the side, doing something I love. And it took me about a year to get it, but, and go through the course and get all the tests done. But it's the best thing I've ever done. I'm on boats probably 5-6 times a week now, and doing exactly what I love, from fishing to doing random charters to party boats, just having a great time. And it's just been a great decision. So if anybody's out there that's considering getting their captain's license, there's a ton of work out there, and it's a great place to be. I love being on the water.
Yeah, thank you, Wade. Yeah, guys, it's Wade Snow. A lot of members know him. He posts a lot on the community. Wade's been a member since day one, plus he's been a follower of mine before the website ever came up. Before that, he's like Jason, like Justin Botrell. These guys all worked for me at different times in their lives. You are the 21st person that I've signed off their time in my 52-year career, you're the 21st person I've got help them get their 100-ton master's license. So I'm pretty stoked,
amazing.
Wade.
Oh, I'm super stoked and so grateful for you and Kelly Girl and Justin. You guys have come in and done such a great job for this community and fighting for our fishery and everything that in all aspects. You guys have been a light. I remember the days back when I was just, new into some of the stuff and was I needed some answers to some stuff. I could not believe that I would call you, and this was years ago, and every single time I call, you pick up the phone, and that's always made such an impression on me. You're doing a great job, and I'm so grateful for you guys, and I'm sure there's a million people out there as well that feel the same, so thank you guys for doing everything you do. It was an excellent show this year. It's always good to see you when you get into town, and I appreciate you guys a ton.
Thank you very much for the kind words, Wade. I appreciate all of you guys. Like Kelly and I talked last night. We're like so grateful for this family and everything that you guys have done to prop us up. If it wasn't for all of you guys, none of this would be happening. And like I said, when I was at the PCS show up on stage, unfortunately, the industry is not trying to help us save fishing. So it's up to us, we the people, and we are going to make an impact, and we're going to keep making an impact. And if the guys up in Northern California want some help, it's all about people now. It's all about numbers.
That's right.
And we'll help anybody that's got a closure coming. The community's involved, and we will help you. And Brent, I'll get you on here in 1 second. I'll call you right back. Hey, Wade, I'm going to jump on the call with Brent.
Hey, I appreciate you guys. Great show this year, brother.
Thank you, buddy. We'll talk soon.
Take care.
All right. We call this young man right now and see what's going on with him. He was pretty excited at the meeting yesterday. You got a great thing to say, Brent. We just got to figure out how we get you to say it without getting so angry all the time. Dude.
Oh, can you hear me?
We all can hear you. Just like we all could hear you yesterday, bro. You got to calm down.
I know. Listen, I'm 10 years younger than you, right? I think, or maybe a little bit more. you gotta look at me as a younger Dave. I'm not trying to be weird and trying to be you, but I like how you did it. You threw sustainability. You talked to them. You can hear it in your voice if the people know you. That you weren't that guy. I'll just say the guy Eric. He threw in fossil fuels, even though he didn't have to. He's still stuck in what the 1% of Americans are stuck in. And he's not. He says he's a diver. Me and you see him. He's flabby and he's white. There's nothing wrong with that, but you don't get in the water. You don't have no pigment in your skin if you go out.
Yeah, we know. We'll talk about that on another show. Today, though, we're talking about how much fun you had at the PCS show.
Oh my God! I had to go change my shoes out because I have. I mean, they just were uncomfortable. I'm glad I had my camper right there. The after party was cold, but man, it was fun. Everybody started coming out, and I stood by the barbecue. Justin barbecued, but man, it was warm by the barbecue.
Yeah, well, now we know the layout of the land because you remember, you and I and Al, we had the conversation with the people there. We didn't know how that campground thing came together. Now we know. Next year, we'll bring a couple of those portable heaters. We'll have it set up way different. We thought that we weren't going to have any space. Were we wrong?
Boy, were we wrong. And can you imagine 3 other motorhomes there with their microwaves and stuff? Like, if we really get organized type thing, I think it's going to be incredible.
Yeah, we'll be way more ready next year. It's going to be a giant party next year.
Well, everything is. I'm going to go down and JC's going to show me how to catch these grunions. I used to do it in high school after playing Over the Line. I don't know if you guys remember that game.
Oh, yeah.
Go on. in Mission Bay, but I would get too drunk in the daytime. By nighttime, I was just sitting there, a young high schooler.
Yeah.
So, but man, I'm going to go down with JC. I want to catch 30 of them. And in your day, how many could you have? As many as you wanted?
Yeah, I used to take my Deckhand Sports kill bag to the beach with me. And there were nights where me and my boys couldn't even drag the bag to the car at Wade Summit. We had to transfer them into little ice chests, but we would get that kill bag so full, and I would take them home and freeze them. I think the best night we ever had, we had 3,000 of them for the three of us.
Wow.
And we would
just have them all year round, right? I mean,
yeah, I would bag them up, 100 in a bag, like I was talking about. Now you can't do that unless there's 3 of you on the. Now you couldn't even do it with 3. You'd have to have 4 to have 100 Grunion. You'd have to have 4 people on. It's just ridiculous. It doesn't make any sense. And if you saw that video I just showed a minute ago, that was like not even like Bill Varney and I just said. That was like not even a real what it was really like when. So to think that the limit is 3 or 30 now is absolutely ridiculous. There's no shortage of them. They're everywhere. And that's why it's important for us to all show up at these meetings. Now that we've pulled the drape back and showed everybody the corruption and the straight up lying on those meetings, it's going to be more and more of us being involved. But we're not going to talk about that. I'm sorry, I got off on a tangent. We're talking about Grunion and how much fun the PCS show was. So, Brent,
can I ask you one last question about the Grunion?
yes.
Being on Justin's boat with the hoop netting, I know you guys are anchovy. If we did the same thing with the Grunion, would that work in the lobster traps or no?
No, they don't have any oil. When you grab them, you'll find out they're very white meat little fish, all muscle. Okay. There's no fat. There's no oil in them. And besides, they're such a phenomenal bait for white sea bass, yellowtail, calico bass, halibut. I wouldn't waste them for lobster. My goodness.
Okay, that's what I was wondering. I'm like, man, in the old days where you could just go get them and then stack them in the freezer and then crush them up like we were doing with Justin. But like I said, I'm a newbie to the fishing world. I get in the water. I would see Grunion, and I would want to be out there in the surf, right out past the surf line, looking for halibut. I mean, they're sitting there just eating those things.
Right. Yeah, I am a time traveler, Darren. That's for sure. All right, Brent, we're going to. Yeah, Captain Al's calling right now. Let's see if we can get back to Captain Al. Hang in there. Gang, if you guys have anything to say about the PCS show, you want to get on the air with us and talk a little bit about your experience or your experience last night Grunion hunting, I'll take anybody that wants to call me. Just send me a text message. I'll call you back if Captain Al's on there. But here we are. If someone else is on the phone and you're trying to get through, I'll call you right back.
Good morning, Dave.
Captain Al Clowers, you're live. Where are you at?
I'm at the house right now, getting ready to head down to the boat. Check out if there's any storm damage. I wish there's not. But.
Okay. How about that, Tim? Is that any better? Can you hear him better now? Go ahead, Al.
Just gonna go down and check the boat out. I'm gonna go fish for halibut this afternoon. And
I can see your comments, fishing Matt Ryan. I see him. What do you want me to do, Matt? Hey, everybody, say good morning to Matt. He's feeling kind of pouty right now. Good morning, Matt Ryan. Everybody, fill the comments up with telling Matt Ryan good morning. Did I lose you, Al?
I don't know. Can you hear me?
I hear you loud and clear.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I just wanted to check in. All the storms are going to be past us here. Maybe a little bit of rain next week, but all the boats are ready to rip. There's a bunch of halibut biting in the back bay and bonefish. And all that stuff's going on, and we're looking forward to some fishing trips here in the near future, starting ASAP, and it's going to be a great season.
Yeah, your boat is looking like it's brand new right now.
Yeah, all the maintenance on the motor's been done. As you know, the aftercoolers, heat exchangers, tranny coolers, belts, water impellers, and then I replaced all the upholstery up top, brand spanking new crispy isinglass, and new flooring up top, and the detailer's showing up there today to wash it and then wax that bad boy. So it's ready to rip.
Yeah, me and Elliot posted some pictures of your boat. So hopefully excuse me, everybody, water down the wrong pipe. Hopefully some of your members, some of your buddies saw those bitchin' pictures, because you did a great job taking pictures after you got everything detailed in the new isinglass. Sorry, gang, I'm choking to death here. Ugh.
Right. Hey, another thing is on June 2nd,
Yes.
we have an open party full day to the islands, members only right now. We have 3 spots available, so we have 3 spots booked. It's $500 a piece.
So
and
there's
it's gonna be a fun trip.
And I just put the QR code up on the screen. But there's a lot of people driving around that need your phone number. So go slow. They're driving. They're trying to figure out how to get on this trip with you.
619-800-3474 is the best way to get a hold of me. Just call me and let me know what your needs are, and we'll get them taken care of. If you want to get on that trip, or if you want to go catch bonefish, you want to go to the islands, whatever you want to do. And now is the time to get on the calendar for the summer schedule, because it's going to get filled up.
Marley loves his snacks, and yeah, get a hold of Captain Al Clowers. He's got a bunch of stuff going on. You want to get out there and go fishing with him.
Absolutely. Are you sick, Dave? Are you getting sick on me?
No, not at all. I'm too damn mean to get sick. I just swallowed an ice cube down the wrong pipe. Kelly wants to lick my hiney right now, she said. What? Yeah, she's gonna lick my hiney. Holy moly, that'll unclog my throat. All right, Al, love you, buddy.
All right, love you guys. Be safe and have a nice day. Talk to you later.
Gang, I'm so sorry. This is about as live as it can get. I'm not. I'm choking to death on water. Hard to believe. Gang, I want to show you this colder ice video real quick before we go any farther. We got a lot of people calling in. Hang in there. And check out this video. Hey, gang, we're bringing you an exciting new product that'll be launching straight from the Pacific Coast Sport Fishing Festival at the Costa Mesa, Orange County Fairgrounds. Introducing Colder Ice Brine, a game-changing ice additive designed to take your cooling power to the next level. Just a sprinkle can drop your ice as much as 20 degrees Fahrenheit, making it last longer and keeping your catch fresher than ever. We took a product and made it even better, because we know anglers like us demand the high quality gear that performs when it matters most. No complicated steps, just pure cold efficiency. Try it out and experience the magic for yourself. Be one of the first 500 to get your hands on this exclusive Pacific edition, available only at the PCS show. Don't miss your chance to stay ahead of the game. See everyone there. This is going to be an awesome product. We're working hand in hand with Dave Farron over at Deckhand Sports. This will work perfect in the kill bags for Deckhand Sports. Oh, I'm sorry, gang. I don't know what's going on here. Unmute me. Hey, gang. The PCS show was incredible. The Colder Ice sold over 900 of those little containers of Colder Ice. Had the time of his life. Kicked it off at the show. People got to watch it, how it worked every day during my seminars. We would show it to you. You still can't hear me? Anybody? Can you guys hear me? Can anybody help me? Good now. Thank you, Matt Ryan. I'm having an emergency situation here. So the Colder Ice is an incredible product. Most of you that were at the show got to see how it works. The QR code's up there on the screen. If you don't understand it, we were selling them for $5 at the show. Now they're a big $7 item. Check it out. Colder Ice will make your ice way colder, make it last way longer in the kill bag. Dave Farron standing behind it 100%. He loves the product just like everybody else out here loves it. And thank you all very much for showing up. Yep, day before yesterday to that fishing game meeting. I appreciate that, and we're going to keep on keeping on. Anybody else want to call in? Kevin Cheeseman from Alicia Sport Fishing was going to call in this morning, give us an update on what's going on, lobster fishing in San Diego Bay, and then he's going to be one of our charter boats for San Diego because he can carry more. When you got a big group of 10, he can carry up to 20 people. So we got Captain Al, we got Captain Sonny, we got Captain Pablo, we got Captain Justin, we got Captain Al, and now we're going to have Kevin, who's been a member of your Saltwater Guide since the very beginning, and he runs the Alicia. He's part owner of the Alicia there in San Diego. I'd love to get him on here. John Stanley, when do you guys get to Cabo? Kelly and I are very confused. Hold on one second. Here he is. Stay with me a second, gang. Here's my buddy Kevin. Maybe he'll answer. That would be cool, right? That would be pretty spectacular. They should be.
Captain Dave.
Kevin, you're live on the show. What's up, buddy?
We're live, huh?
Yes, sir. Everybody can hear you.
Now we're on a nice half-day trip fishing the back of the bay. I say last night was probably the most miserable trip I run on the Alicia so far. We were lobster hooping. It was nasty, but we did end up with 21 legals and 35 released. So plugging away, we pretty much sold out for the rest of lobster season.
So you telling me that last night was the worst night you've ever had and you caught 21 legal lobsters? I'll take a bad night like that every night of the week.
It was miserable. It rained all night long on us. Our passengers were really cool. I even gave them the chance to I'd refund all their money, and we could go in, but they all wanted to stay out, so we all had a good time, though.
Good, yeah. That's kind of the best time to hoop net, right? So talk about your boat, the Alicia, because a lot of us are going to be going fishing with you this year now that you're jump back into you've been with me forever, but you kind of been busy getting your business running.
So I bought the Alicia in July, and I've been working for the old owner since maybe a year and a half before that, so I kind of knew the boat pretty well. We take 15 passengers fishing. We only do private charters fishing. We don't do open parties. So I usually just deal with one charter master on the group right there. We always have a good time with music blasting, catching as many fish as we can. We offer Coronado trips, half days, full days, 6 and 12-hour trips. And so we're based out of H&M Landing, San Diego. It's a really nice spot to be. Definitely enjoy being there.
Oh, yeah. Lots of great parking, part of the San Diego landings. Absolutely. What's your phone number? How can they get a hold of you if they want to charter your boat?
So anybody can go ahead. Text is preferred, but anybody can go ahead and give me a text at 858-829.
Hold on.
8659.
Slow down. Remember, people are trying to write this down.
Okay.
858
829 8659.
There you go. I know sometimes we got to slow it down a little bit so everybody can check it out.
We are online. Our website's Alicia Fishing or AliciaSportFishing.com. You definitely find the phone number there. We're on Instagram and Facebook on Alicia Sport Fishing, both pages. You can always get a hold of me there through the DMs.
And then you're going to try to be a part of every Saturday morning, whether you're out there fishing or not. You're out fishing right now, right?
We are. We have some passengers right now. We're fishing the back of the bay, San Diego. We just threw our lines in maybe 10 minutes ago. I think we only have like 1 or 2 small bass on. But we're definitely looking for some nice halibut back here. Saw a couple bonita in the post. Hopefully that works out. And so, yeah, we do everything. I usually work with our charter masters to come up with the perfect trip for everybody. So rockfish season's starting. We have plenty of openings for the rockfish openers. So if anybody wants to take advantage of those, they can go ahead and give me a call.
Yeah, we'll get you some business. We got a lot of people here that love to fish and love to go out with each other. So you're going to become your saltwater guide, big time charter boat out of San Diego. Because I don't know why, but I really like you, Kevin, and I'm very, very happy you've been a part of this since I started it, and you've been a very, very good proponent of my community. So we're going to promote you as much as we possibly can, like I told you at the show. So thank you so much for being a part of this. And as we keep growing this every Saturday, we'll have videos. Kevin will be making us videos, showing us what's going on. What we don't want to do is take you away from your passengers. So I just want to introduce you to everybody that doesn't know you, and we will talk to you next Saturday. Okay, buddy?
Thank you, everyone.
All right, Kevin. Thanks, bud. Thanks for the call in. Go catch them up. Go get a bunch. All right, gang. Now, what you need to understand is that has no effect on what Captain Al Clowers or Pablo, because the thing that Captain Al and Captain Pablo can't do is take more than 6 people. So this is the opportunity. And John Stanley takes his whole family on the Alicia. He's a very, very big proponent of Kevin. Kevin's a old school guy, knows what's going on, knows how to take care of the passengers. But we're not taking any business away from Al or Pablo. It's just adding to our family, adding to the repertoire, making sure that everybody gets taken care of. Because one thing I want you all to understand is your saltwater guide isn't for the private boaters. Your saltwater guide isn't for the surf fishermen. Your saltwater guide isn't for the breakwall fishermen or the pier fishermen. It's for every single person, whether you're a superstar pro, you've been doing this your whole life and you know more about it than anybody, or if you're brand new, we got you covered, gang. I was talking with my good friend Brian Bingham a couple days ago, and he was saying this is an amazing thing you've built, Dave, because you're allowing people to get into the inner sanction of the sport fishing industry. We had a code group that a lot of people were allowed to be involved in, and people didn't answer the phone calls and didn't get it, wouldn't help you in any way, shape, or form. Well, with your saltwater guide now, you've got in on the biggest code group in the world, and the people that don't like us and aren't involved, they don't matter anyway. They have zero effect on the bottom line of us catching fish. And they're not really helping keep the industry open anyway. So like I said, when I was on stage every day at the PCS show, it's time for the industry to get involved and start helping us save fishing. Get on the train or get out of the way, because your saltwater guide's going to run you over. We're tired of people not showing up to the meetings. We're tired of the industry, especially the people that are taking your money for their products. If they can't be involved in this, helping us save fishing because they don't have time, we're going to get to the point where we can't help you because we're going to boycott your products. So all I'm trying to do is save fishing. If you don't understand it, we'll start, share this with your friends and family. I don't care. We're going to start to expose the people that aren't helping the industry. And there's not a other way to do this besides doing it on this show. And the industry needs to be called out because they don't show up to the meetings. They don't do anything to help fishing. So that's what we're on a mission to do, is get involved or get out of the way. Like I said on stage every day in front of all those people. You guys can't, the industry, you can't do nothing to me anymore. Those days are long gone. And if you're mad at me for trying to save fishing, you may be the problem. I'm just saying, you may be the problem, because every time we turn around, there's another closure coming down the pipe. There's another thing happening. When we lost that Grunion, that was amazing to me and Bill Varney. We couldn't even believe it. We were astonished. We're like, what? 30? That takes, like Jason Cutter said, that takes a couple minutes to get 30 when they show up on the beach. There's literally billions of them. So those of you that were out there last night, I want to thank you all for sending in the pictures. And if you haven't sent me any pictures, it's okay. You can send them tomorrow. Go out tonight, though, everybody. Find a beach and go. If it was like it was last night, and Bill Varney posted a few minutes ago on here, if it was that good on the opening night, it's going to be absolutely phenomenal tonight. And yes, Matt, I'm not trying to destroy your business, but if you're not involved in saving fishing, we're going to expose you, just like Matt Ryan said. I'm sick of me being the one saying it every day, and then nobody else shows up. It was pitiful. It was pitiful at the meeting that the industry, you didn't see the big name. I'm not going to mention their names yet. They will all get mentioned soon. We're going to give them a chance. Let's see who shows up on the 16th and 17th. Then after that, then we'll start talking about them. And it's not a threat. It's a damn promise. We're going to expose you. You better start showing up to the meetings, or you better be ready for the repercussions. That's all I could say. Anybody that didn't see what happened on Thursday, my little baby sister won Woman of the Year award for the state of California again. It was a pretty spectacular day. We were all blown away. You see that? She's fighting every single day, every second of her life. She's fighting to keep our rights to fish and whale watch and go outside open all the time. So when she got that award on Thursday, I'll tell you what, it brought tears to my eyes. That's my sister, you guys. She was given Woman of the Year, state of California, 5 or 6 years ago, and then she just got Woman of the Year again on Thursday. Quite an accomplishment for that young lady. I'm very, very proud of my little sister. Yep, and nobody works harder, more diligent, and is out there fighting the fight harder than my sister. It's amazing every time you look up. There she is. She's in another place. She's at another meeting. She's at another place. Plus, she's running a very successful business down at Dana Sport Fishing. So my hat's off to you, Donna. Thank you very much for everything you do for all of us that are watching here. And thanks for letting us in on the inside of what's going on in these fishing game commission meetings, because without Donna's input or without Wayne's input, most of us wouldn't even know this stuff's going on. And when I brought you all along for the ride for the sand bass thing, it exposed these people. And now we know who these 5 people are that set up on the board that make all these decisions, which is kind of crazy when you watch it. So thank you all for getting involved. Yeah, Lori, who'd have ever thought, huh? When you and I were kids down in the harbor and little Donna Kay was just a little baby. And look at her now. What an amazing woman. What an amazing person. What an amazing human being, right? We very proud of my sister. Very, very proud, everybody. And Dana War Sport Fishing has that halibut derby going on. And we're going to try to do something. We got the 21st. They're doing it because the 23rd or the 28th is sold out. So the 21st, Dana War Sport Fishing Halibut Derby on the Clemente. You can sign up and then we can make it a contest. You fish against the other members that are going to be out there on the 28th. So you guys would be the first ones on the 21st. She's got plenty of availability. She told me to let everybody know. She's sorry the boat's full and nobody else can get on it. But that's the power of your saltwater guide, gang. When we say something like Justin's going to run an open party trip or Captain Al, it fills up quick. So if you're waiting on the fence trying to figure out what you're going to do, you're not going to make it on there. But she's opened that boat up for the 21st. Let's all jump on there so we can all fish again. Pablo, Kelly's sick. Captain Al's sick. Somebody brought it into our booth. A lot of us made it out unscathed, but yeah, I understand what you're saying. The really cool thing about it down here is we have real ability to get the real stuff that kills the virus. It's working. Let me know, Captain Pablo. We'll try to get you some up there. Anybody else want to call in? Anybody else got any pictures? Anybody else want to talk about anything that saw at the PCS show? Phone lines are wide open, 949-374-0786. And yeah, we got full-time job. None of us get paid to go to these meetings, gang. We're just trying to keep fishing open. My sister doesn't get paid to go to all these meetings, but she knows how important it is to not lose fishing. So we don't understand why those other people aren't there, Matt. It'll never make sense to me, but we'll just keep doing what we do and keep calling them out. Lisa, did you go grunion hunting last night? I didn't see it. I didn't see any post. Pablo.
Hey, Captain Dave and Saltwater Guides.
You're on the... How you doing, buddy?
Good, man. Just I'm finally feeling a little bit better. When we went out on Tuesday night, I got really sick, and then it kind of just developed into this 3 days of misery. But I'm up and around today and feeling a lot better.
Oh, good.
But I know that I just talked to one of our saltwater guide members, JD, and he's getting his kids squared away with their lobster report cards because they're going to go and get after it. And like I said in my game plan, I think this is going to be pretty close to opening night. I mean, I think it's going to be busy, so get out there early and pick out your spots. And I think the bugs are going to be crawling big time tonight. Tonight, tomorrow, and into the week for the closer is going to be phenomenal. So get out there, guys.
Yeah, do you have any open party things going on, or what do you got going on for the next 4 or 5 days before the season closes?
Yeah, so I'm open, but my boat's still not in the water because the marina hasn't floated in the new slips yet. But I'm willing to go. If people want to go, get a hold of me at 619-431-3070. I'll just have to go down early and launch it. But I'm willing to go pretty much every day until the 19th. So if you guys want to go, hit me up. We'll get out there.
And I just threw Pablo's phone number and QR code up there like I had Al's up there for you. So I know these guys think you guys are speed riders. Whenever they give their number, they forget people are trying to write it down. I know Pablo couldn't possibly write it down that fast.
Yeah, it's 619-431-3070. And you can always check me out at Fernandez Charters on Facebook or Instagram, and obviously get a hold of me through Your Saltwater Guide. Rock fishing is pretty exciting. It's right around the corner, and it's going to be open U.S. waters, and that's something to be super stoked about because those reds are just waiting to jump into the kill bags.
All two of them.
All two of them. But, there's plenty of other of their cousins out there that love to jump in too. So we'll take those two and get them plenty of other friends.
Absolutely. And Pablo, I just want to thank you for all the help. You and Kate were a big help to us at the show. And I'm so glad that you're a part of our family. And thank you so much for everything you do for us and all the members of the website. We couldn't ask for more from you. Thank you so much.
Oh no, thank you guys, and we love being a part of it. And like you said, it's a family. I mean, forged friendships here for life for sure. Kate's super stoked every time she gets to be involved, and yeah, I'm super grateful to be part of Saltwater Guide. And let's get out there, everybody. And if you guys have your own boats, you better get busy this week, because it's the closer on the 19th, and get those bugs loaded up.
Absolutely. And then get your boat ready because season's going to start on April 1st. Here's how it always happens, and Pablo knows this. Everybody's going to get out there to go on opening day of rock fishing. They're going to spread out across all the banks and going to be outside of San Clemente Island, Cortez, Tanner, all over the place. Boats will be driving around San Nick. If there's any bluefin lurking around, they're going to stumble into them, gang. So the season basically could start April 1st. It could start roaring if that bluefin's still around. There's so much stuff. We might even start dragging some feathers around, going to and from the spots to find out if there might be some albacore showing up. You don't know what's going to happen. It's a cold water year. Most of us haven't seen this in our history of fishing. Old timers like myself, we've seen it come and go, but a lot of you haven't seen a cold water cycle. Cold water cycle's not bad. Cold water cycle's just different.
Yeah, and I wish the albacore show up. I mean, I hope they do, because that's going to be fun. And Cap, like you said, they are going to show up. We just don't know when. So, yeah, time to start exploring, getting out there. And that's exactly right. When we're going from spot to spot, we might start looking and dragging. And I'm sure we're going to run into something out there between all of our boats out there for sure. So that's why we, share information on the community, and let's get everybody hooked up.
All right. Thank you, Pablo, for calling in. We'll talk to you Monday for sure. All the guides will be on the show on Monday. And Justin Botrell is getting the boat ready because he's got a trip tonight. He's going to be live tonight. He's got one of his best friends in the whole world in town with his sons, and Justin and Deckhand Ryland, maybe Amanda, maybe Madden. But I know Justin and Ryland and Justin's buddy will be out live fishing tonight. So that'll be fun to watch. And then as we start to move forward, gang, Bill Varney has one of the most prolific game plans for surf fishing that comes out every Thursday afternoon, gang. There's the QR code if you want to jump over there and see what Bill has to offer with the Grunion running, the cold water cycle, which is pretty much our favorite for surf fishing because the fish in Southern California that live along the beaches, they're a cold water fish. Unfortunately, most people don't understand that, but the barred surf perch, all the different surf perch, the shovel-nose sharks, the leopard sharks, the orange mouth corvina, the corbina, all that fish has grown up in Southern California when that water's in the high 50s, low 60s. That's when it thrives the most. So check out Bill Varney's game plans every Thursday. If you guys want to dial in and hone in on your surf fishing skills, he's got his book. He's got a bunch of articles. He's got all kinds of stuff going. You just grab that QR code I have up there on the screen. And then what's really cool about Pablo, Justin, Al, Sonny, and then Bill Varney is when you become part of the family, you get access to their personal phone number. There's no other website around that's going to give you the guide's own personal phone numbers. And you can call these guys, Jason Cutter, Darren, Lisa, John Stanley, everybody that uses the system that we've built is very successful with what they catch every time they go. Even the great Matt Ryan hangs on Bill Varney's words every time when he has a few minutes of extra time. He goes down there and fishes on the sand when he's not out on his boat. And he loves the Bill Varney game plans because it helps him. Time is your most important thing, gang. There's nothing more important than time. You can have all the money in the world, but you can't buy time. So when you get to go fishing, there's no reason in the world to go try to figure it out on your own. Bill Varney doesn't only give you the plan where he thinks you should fish, but he shows you exactly how to fish these areas, what to look for when you're in there. He's right here. He just posted on the show. He's right here. So take advantage of this website. It's an incredible product to have in your tackle box. There's nothing like it. We have an app that works wherever you're at when you have phone service. It's going to give you all the information too. So when you're walking on the beach and you can't quite, you're like, I haven't got a bite for an hour. Let me go look back at what Bill's talking about. Go sit down on the sand for a minute, jump in the app and see what you're doing wrong. It could just be one little tiny thing. Could be one thing you're not seeing. So that's why I put the app together on this website, because to go onto a website on your phone that's not an app, it makes it very difficult. It makes it hard to navigate. But the app for your Saltwater Guide and Bill Varney and Justin and Pablo and Al and everybody's info is available just a touch of your screen on your phone. And then, bam, you're back into catching. And I don't know about you guys, but when I go fishing, I want to catch. And then John Stanley, when you guys come around the corner, which if you say you're going to be around 1, you guys should be getting here probably in another hour or so by the time they get the anchor set and stuff. So just give me a text or a call. Let me know what you guys want to do. Kelly girl and I, she may be well enough to have dinner with you guys tonight, but I don't know if you want to have dinner on land or what you want to do. Just call me. We'll get you all dialed in. And I know you guys all want to come meet the little monk. Everybody wants to meet Marley, and you'll be blown away when you and Tina see how little he is. And we're excited to see you guys. And everybody else that called in, sent messages, texts all week talking about how much fun they had at the PCS show. Believe me, Kelly and I had the most fun of all of you. Just to hang out with all of you is just such an honor and a pleasure. It blows my mind on a daily basis. And somebody was asking me, Captain Dave, do you do any business at these shows anymore? And it's pretty much no. When I come to the shows now, I'm coming there for you guys. I'm coming there to hang out with you guys. If people don't know who we are by now, me being at a trade show is not going to change that. We go to the show so we can hang out with the family members. We can see everybody, touch base with everybody, make plans for what we all want to do this year. That's why Kelly and I come up to the show. We come up there to honor all of our members and all of our followers, and it blows our minds every year that there just keeps being more and more and more and more. It's kind of crazy. Some people were saying, oh, Captain Dave, they put you in the back corner on purpose. Something about hunting for Captain Dave is good for the industry, because those people have to walk by every booth to find Dave in the very back corner of the show. That was by design, gang. If you know anything about marketing, that was by design. Something about, and I know you hate people that hate me. I don't care. But the other people they love, and they all wandered through the show to find us. That's okay, Lori. You've seen me enough times. Believe me, there was times where you didn't want to see me, and you sure the hell didn't want to hear my mouth anymore. We grew up together, Lori and I, on the boats. Lori's family was into the sport fishing industry before. I think your dad had about 10 or 15 years more than my dad, which is saying a lot. These guys got into the industry in the 30s and 40s. Yeah, we've been around the block a couple times. So, gang, I just can't thank you all enough. Fridays are always fun with the guests, but Saturday mornings are bitching because we get to talk about how much fun we have every week, and then having a few you call in. Listen, I talk about it on the app all the time. Every Friday is fan participation or follower participation or member participation. I don't really think I need to put the word out there every Friday that I need you guys to call in. The members, the people on the outside that don't understand what's going on, those are the people you guys as members need to be talking to on this live show every day. Talking about how we're working our butts off to save our fishery. which is on the chopping block every single day. But we, the people, can change that. We showed them that. So next week, you guys that are watching the show, that follow us all the time, be ready to call in, talk about anything, talk about the community, talk about getting to see the inner workings of this Fish and Game Commission, getting to see all this stuff. They've never seen the likes of what we're doing. They've never seen 100 people join the call. They've never seen that. They don't know how to react to that. So it's because of us. So let's keep talking about it. Let's keep doing what we're doing. Let's keep having a good time. Let's keep having fun. Let's hope Kelly feels good enough to hang out with the Stanleys. If not, you guys will be here to see Marley anyway. But I think Kelly's going to rally and be ready for you guys. She's had some Ivor and some Hydra. I can't say the two words because we'll get banned, but she's had those two that were suggested by the Rogans, and it knocked it down immediately. So that stuff, there's a lot to be said. Everybody, thank you, thank you, thank you. Have a great day. Turn off the news. They're all lying. This is the only place you can get the truth, is right here, your Saltwater Guide. All right, you guys have a great day, and I'll see you on Monday. But tonight, no, I'll see everybody tonight. Justin's going live. It'll be fun. Thank you. Thank you very much, Darwin. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Let me know if you need any help navigating the website. You guys call me up, 949-374-0786. Your Saltwater Guide and all of our members, we don't just talk. We do what we say. We show up at the meetings. We're making an impact. And like I said at the show, either get on the train or get out of the way, but don't stand in front of it, because I promise you, you'll get run over. Have a great day. See ya.